Nicole.
Yeah, it's like a little line. I felt it's like a little kid like hit the corner of our coffee table at
That's a
home.
new one.
I did the same thing. I've got one in my
German's on his game.
There's one in there right there.
It's corner right there. You had to go have stitches.
Yeah, that's what I
See,
did.
all of the corners in my house, and that's why I was saying, like,
It's getting kind of gross, isn't it?
when they came to my
they're-
house, the guy was like, oh my God, it's like childproof. And I was like, yeah, and he was asking me, like, where did I get all these things or whatever. But I knew I was a klutz. So 9 times out of 10, I was going to birth a little klutz. So,
How did you feel last
so
night?
I needed to prove that. So they hit the, but you just bounce, they just bounce back. There's nothing going to happen because everything is covered like that.
Did you buy it all or you fed? You were cracking me up. This is my favorite part of the night.
Connor's 4, so I bought these things 4 years ago. Never.
Please don't bring that up.
She's like,
I'm so
they last. It wasn't like they didn't last, you know. But they're great. And it's everywhere.
That's awesome.
Everywhere.
Do you remember that? Were you like blacked out?
I remember that, but I didn't remember it until now.
You literally couldn't take one step. You could not take one step without like almost falling
Can somebody
over.
turn the tea kettle on thingy?
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
Okay, just
Victoria, most embarrassing moment.
I just chopped my arm off. You swinging the finger. No.
Donnie, did you think of one?
Oh, Nicole, you are going to be a
I told
blast.
you the other day in ninth grade, the guy pulled my
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
jogging pants down.
Oh,
You're like,
that's your most.
you're
that's
there.
Okay.
I'm getting warm.
That you think
Nicole,
of,
looks like
yeah.
it took about
Thousands. I've been embarrassed most of my life.
Christine,
that's
most
your baby.
embarrassing
Thank you.
moment.
I literally have a trillion.
I'm drunk.
The most movie moment was in public speaking. We did our first speech, and then I sat down and realized my fly was down the whole time.
I told you I can't wait to hang with you.
Yeah, that was the most like,
No,
But
I honestly don't want to sit.
it was hilarious.
You don't have to yell at me.
I don't know.
Almost falling over,
I
drunk,
really
and not being
don't-
able to
I
Last
really-
night probably be if you remembered it.
Oh, great, Donnie. That's worse than peeing my pants in the Bahamas.
Wait, do you remember when you like twitched? Do you remember that? You were like, I feel like. Do you remember that? She was sitting on the couch. She was like, I feel really good. I feel like.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
She 5 minutes ago? Twitched like that. She's like, I feel great.
Over here?
You were sitting on the couch outside, and you were talking to me, Cody, and Zach all on the other couch, and you were like saying how drunk you felt, and you're like,
Hayden!
I'm sorry. It was really funny.
Why do you think I slept the day away today? Okay, guys, I'm a little embarrassed about last night.
So your most embarrassing moment was last night.
Oh, that's really bad. I didn't think I was there.
No, you didn't do anything.
Minus when you tried to walk a straight line.
That's embarrassing, and it's embarrassing in the briefs in the bathroom. I'm embarrassed.
The what?
The abbreviations.
Oh, the briefs, that was funny.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed about that. I remember that this morning.
What do you make, buddy?
Yeah,
Me and Mariah,
we'll go with last
Jocasta
night.
was there for that.
You were in there.
We have briefs, everything, totes of briefs.
Yeah. But the main one like threw me for a loop, and I tried not to go there with it.
All right. Who's the next embarrassing moment, Donnie?
Oh my God, when she said, she tried to abbreviate hungry.
I always say I'm hung.
She was like, I'm hung.
I know, and then Hayden's like, no, not that one. I'm like, we do. Great.
You're hung like a horse?
I have a coworker that talked all the time in abbreviations.
We only do it to each other because it's hilarious, and then we come up with some weird stuff.
You're hung like a horse?
Oh.
I usually don't talk in abbreviations, but my facial expressions, like I hate them because I can see, like anytime I'm sitting in church and if something major happens, I try to cover my face or hold my face down because my friend is out there in the audience going, because my face is like, you know, before you realize it, and then you know everybody can see you because everybody is looking up. So if somebody says something and they're standing up talking in the mic and it throws you off, I'm always like, and then I'll try to go, Like I'm doing, and I look even more retarded. Like, like what's this? So I hate that. I hate
Have you ever
that.
spoke with your zipper down?
Okay, good.
You're just hilarious.
My
That
daddy
would
had
be,
a
just thought it
that
was
would
all
be,
over
school
the
zipper down.
and
tried to do the walk.
I
because
literally
people
couldn't.
should tell you.
Well, I mean, not the whole time. You know, someone say
So
it.
give the little.
Like my preacher was preaching,
You're
and his
funny.
wife wrote it down and
hated
held
it.
it. That way he was
Oh,
preaching,
yeah?
he got down and looked and turned around and zipped his pants. Never missed
That
a
was a
lick.
good one,
Hey,
though.
no,
That was a good one.
I
Yeah.
saw Cody looking at you, and he was looking hard.
He was looking hard.
I
That
didn't
was
blink.
good.
Just straight looking.
Let's just say Cody would
Oh,
have been
wait.
your designated driver.
My most embarrassing moment. It gave me this scar here to here. I was in 7th grade. I liked this 8th grader.
Oh, here we go.
We sat in the North lunch. It was the North cafeteria. They sat in the South cafeteria. So we were walking past, trying to go and see if he was eating. And they decide, my friends, that they're going to open the door and tell him I like him. So they open the door, and I'm like, no, no, no. So I say, don't tell him. And they're like, hey, and I'm like, no. And I start running, flip forward. By this time, he's standing outside the door. When I get up off the ground, I try to get up and flip backwards. And by this time, my friends are going, stay down, stay down. But no, I don't listen. I get back up, and I start running again and flip forward again. And I just lay there. I don't cry, but blood is because, it's stitches. Blood, it's so much blood everywhere that I should cry. But at this point, I'm like, if I cry, will it be embarrassing? Then I'm like, I'm probably already embarrassed. So my mom has to come get
How did
me
you get the stitches?
and take me to the hospital.
How did the cut happen?
The flipping. Because it was just scraping on the cement. Just every time I would just scrape some more meat off. It was just,
Oh, that's disgusting.
it was horrible.
Wow, that sounds awful.
It was. I mean, and my mom, when I told her the story when she picked me up, she was like, why didn't you just stand there and just take it till you liked him? I was like, I couldn't. I didn't want him to know. And I didn't, but he probably looked at me like, ugh. Then I dated him when I got to high school. And he really wasn't what I thought.
Ooh.
So
But
that's
it wasn't what you thought.
That scrape was messed up. No!
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I wasn't doing
What?
that.
Victoria. Why'd you say that? That's not what I meant.
I wasn't
I'll
doing
see you
that in high
guys
school.
later.
So crazy.
Okay, I feel good to pick you up.
I have one from like pretty recent times.
What?
I don't know about that.
I was at the airport, like going to pick up my friends because this was here, and so my friends from Boston were coming out to visit me, and so they come to the airport, and I have to go pick them up, and so like my friend drove me to the airport, and my friends are at the airport, and I see them, so like it's 3 of them, and I'm being all crazy because I haven't seen them in so long, and I saw them running, like going to see them. And you know how like there's like the crosswalk for people to get like across like the couple like roads like for it. And so I was running and they're on the other side of the street. And
slid
so
off
I'm
of
being
the
all
back,
crazy
cracked
like
my head
yelling
open.
and stuff. And I
In front
run
of,
into the
like, a
middle of the
bunch of
road
people.
and the
I brought to the
crosswalk
girls'
lines
bathroom.
were slippery. And so and cars are like not there yet. And so I'm running by and I slip on one of the crosswalk things. So that I'm laying in the middle of the road at the airport with all the cars waiting for me as I'm lying in the crosswalk. And it's funny because like it would have been different if I was just like jogging across, like like seeing my friends, but like I was clearly making a scene running to them, like like weaving.
like, I'm glad that jackass.
Yeah, exactly. Like weaving in and out of like people, like, and I'm like yelling at my friends, and everyone can see who I'm yelling to because they're all waving back at me. And as soon as I hit the crosswalk, I just slip and eat it. And I'm laying in the crosswalk, and my tailbone hurts so bad. And I got up, and I was like, "It's so nice to see you guys, finally."